between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, here's Damian Harris, 3rd rounder from Alabama. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The 2nd down run for Burkhead. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter.
Set, ready. Go to base. 3, Mike. Oh, you got deep?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Looking to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw here, and it's caught by Parker. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Edelman. That'll bring up second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll set up to throw. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. A 9-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me,
just like that.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run now with Burkhead. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's it, baby. On the double. 50, Mike's 50. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch it go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
it's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
53, Mike.
He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
This quarterback now just 5 of 16 throwing the ball, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The pass on 1st down. Intended for Hunter Henry. Incomplete. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I got you.
They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Come on, set. Get to Pittsburgh. All day.
Back to throw here. And this is Parker, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.